Don't guess my, well, my mic's coming on. Oh, I hear myself. Did you hear myself? Yeah. Okay, I think we're on.
Okay, so before,
All right.
oh, wait, don't start it.
Pardon?
We have the one thing from our broadcast.
Oh,
Welcome to SRT News. We are about to begin our broadcast, so please silence your phones. We start our broadcast with a trip to an area just outside the dark woods.
the dark woods. How many fairy tales have you heard with the dark woods? Well, this is a fairy tale of a different sort, and I hope it entertains you. Once upon a time, there was a cottage on the edge of the dark woods. In this cottage lived a beautiful woman and her beautiful daughter, Little Red. This is their story. As the sun comes up to welcome a warm spring day, we find Mama wiping her hands on her apron. Little Red, I need your help.
It's Little Red Hoodie, Mother. Something smells wonderful. What is it you need me to do? I'm bored anyway.
Well, your grandmother's feeling very poorly, so I baked her an apple strudel, some chicken noodle soup, and a loaf of fresh bread. So I put them in this basket, and I need you to take them to her, please. But first, you must, number one, do not, oh, sorry. It's not the best neighborhood through the dark woods, so you must be very careful, my darling. So 1, don't dilly-dally. 2, don't stop and pick any flowers. 3, don't talk to anyone, especially men. You know they're all a bunch of wolves. So, remember stranger danger.
Mother, stop treating me like a baby. I will go straight to Grandma's house, cross my heart, and hope to die, stick a needle in my eye.
Now, Little Red, don't be so dramatic. Now, off you go. Make haste. Grandma is waiting.
Little Red Hoodie takes the basket and starts for her grandmother's house. As she skips along, she comes to a meadow full of tulips.
Oh, look at those beautiful tulips. It won't take too long if I stop and pick a few for my grandmother.
Tiptoe from my pillow to the shadow of the willow tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Little Red finds herself deep in the tulip field. Watch out, Little Red. Stranger danger. Oh, working his way behind Little Red is Wolfie, a scoundrel of the worst sort who preys on the defenseless.
Who's that I see walking in those woods? Why, it's Little Red Riding Hood! Hey, Red Riding Hood, you sure are looking good. You're everything a big bad wolf would want. Listen to me! Little Red Riding Hood, I don't like you girls going on your own. I'm Wolfie. Come here often?
I am not talking to you. You are a stranger.
Stranger? I'm no stranger. I am Wolfie, and I have been walking these woods for many years. You've seen me around here many times. Well, aren't you the little red that lives at the other end of the woods? Well, see, I know you, you know me. What kind of stranger could I be?
Well, when you say it like that, I guess you're all right, Wolfie.
Oh, what's in the basket? Man, it smells heavenly.
Oh, it's some fresh baked bread and some soup that I'm taking to my grandmother's house. She is not feeling very well, so I have to go to her house that's clear across on the other side of the dark woods.
Oh, I saw you picking tulips. Are they for your grandma too?
Yes, aren't they a pretty yellow?
Oh, yes, they are. You know, I saw some beautiful red ones over there that would go nicely with these yellow ones, matching your gorgeous hair.
Well,
Red looks at her watch.
yes, I think I have some time to go pick some of those beautiful red tulips. Well, it's been nice talking to you, Wolfie. Now that you're not a stranger, maybe we will meet again.
Yes.
Toodly-doo.
Little Red hurries off to pick the red tulips. And if I kiss you in the garden, in the moonlight, will you pardon me and tiptoe through the tulips with me? Wolfie turns and rubs his forepaws together.
Tasty morsel that. I'll take a shortcut to Grandma's house. She will be delayed, allowing me enough time to, well, do what I must do. See you soon, Little Red. See you soon.
Grandmother is sleeping peacefully and snoring loudly. Wolfie gets to Grandmother's house and gives the audience a wicked little smile. And then he barges in.
Oh, hey, Grandma. I need to dispatch your old carcass pronto, so don't give me no trouble. If you know what's good for you, see? Now get out of that bed.
Grandma stands up. Wolfie grabs her shawl and turns her around and puts it on himself. He grabs her nightcap off her head.
Oh, get in that cellar.
Grandma is bald.
Get in that cellar. You know what's good for you.
The cellar, it's dark in there, no.
You don't, Little Red will pay the price.
Don't hurt my little red. Don't hurt my precious little red.
Oh, narrator puts it up. Narrator. I wonder who that is. Wolfie puts his paws on Grandma's shoulders.
Now get going. Gonna go into the cellar.
Just say.
Stop it, you big jerk.
Enough!
Wolfie hits Grandma in the you know what.
Cellar! Cellar!
It hurts.
I'll pay you back,
one of these days, you big jerk.
Be quiet in there.
Mark my words.
Be quiet in there, I'll stick a sock in it.
Now Wolfie gets in Grandma's bed and gets ready for Red. Remember the backside. Little Red Hoodie knocks on Grandmother's door.
Oh,
Grandmother, it's me, Little Red Hoodie, and I have a surprise for you.
oh, young sweet thing.
Oh, come in, little red, come in.
Oh, Grandmother, you're in bed. You must really be sick. And you're covered up so much that I can hardly see you.
Oh, come closer, I can hardly hear you.
And Grandmother, what big eyes you have. They're all red and bloodshot and yellow.
Well, the better to see you with, my dear.
And Grandmother, what big, pointed, hairy ears you have. And there's some green stuff in there. You really should take care of that.
Better to hear you with, my dear.
And Grandmother, I'm going to put a stick down your, and I want to look down your throat to see if it's red. Oh, wow, that stink's in there. It smells like something crawled in there and died. And I couldn't help but notice, but you've got big, yellow, sharp teeth.
Whoa, the better to eat you with, my dear.
Little Red gets jumped from behind and Red stamps down on Wolfie's instep.
Where's my granny?
Wolfie points to the cellar. Red winds up for the right hook to Wolfie's nose. Then a left hook. And then another right hook. And Wolfie falls back into the bed and is seeing stars.
My mother didn't raise any wimp.
Wolfie was knocked out in the first round. Meanwhile, the sheriff of the county peacefully patrols the dark woods, enjoying the sounds of nature.
I'm the sheriff of the county.
She's the sheriff of the county.
And I roam these dark woods.
And she roams these dark woods.
Looking for any creature up to no good.
Looking for any creature up to no good. Red finishes tying Wolfie up, and Wolfie cries out in pain.
Blimey, that's coming from Grandma's house.
Sheriff gets to Grandma's house.
It's you again, Wolfie. You vile little villain, you. I've got you now, I've got you now.
I'm so glad you're here, Sheriff.
Wow, yes, so am I. You are? I'm gobsmacked. What did you do with Grandma, you weasel?
Please, can I come out now?
Yes, I have everything under control.
Grandmother comes out of the cellar and grabs her hair off of Wolfie's head.
I'll take this back from you, you big bully. Oh, Red! Oh, I was so worried about you, darling.
Everything's all right now, Grandma.
This scoundrel won't be giving you any more trouble. Red, whatever did you do to Wolfie here?
Well, I gave him a right, I gave him a left, and then I gave him a knuckle sandwich.
These dark woods have nothing to fear with you and me searching for vermin like Mr. Wolfie here. What a right hook you have.
The better to knock you out with, my dear.
Oh, Mother comes through the door.
Oh my, what's happening here? Sheriff, Wolfie? Oh my gosh. Brad, you were gone, been gone so long I was getting worried. Mother, are you guys okay? What is happening?
Oh, Mother, you were right about stranger danger, but I found out that I can take care of myself. I can take care of myself and Granny. I really rang that Wolfie's bell.
Oh, that's my little red. I'm so proud.
Thank you.
Come on, Wolfie. I have a cell with your name on it.
Sheriff, you must stop. Remember earlier I said I must get back at him? Well, here goes.
Grandma kicked Wolfie in the you.
You go, Granny. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go. That mean old wolf is not our friend. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
Off to the slammer I will send.
Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
Granny and Brad are safe again.
Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
I am sure you'll see me again.
Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go. Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
Now this little story is just about to an end.
Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go. Go, Granny, go, Granny, go, Granny, go.
Okay, I'd like to thank my cast. This cast is perfect. They've been just so wonderful to work with, and I appreciate the audience. Thank you. Oh, thank you. There's a mic. Okay.
We just wanted to thank Ann because she did such a fabulous job. She wrote this herself. We kind of helped a little bit here and there, but mainly this is Ann's production, and we've had a blast doing it.
The greatest cast in all the land.
Wasn't so bad, Wolf. But he now resides in the slammer, thanks to the sheriff and Little Red's right hook. The better to knock you out with, my dear. And you never know about these wolves. Just in at SRT News in the nearby town, Little Hamlet, a wolf is on trial for murder. go there now.
Hear ye, hear ye. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Dredd presiding. All rise. Here comes the judge. 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 You may be seated.
All right, the trial of A. Wolf is about to start. Bailiff, we need 12 juries. I think we filled them as they were coming in the door. Just to let you know, though, we looked for people who were wise and experienced and at least 55 years of age and of sound mind. Jury members, would you please stand up? The bailiff is going to ask you a simple question to qualify you.
Greetings. Could you please tell the court what you had for breakfast this morning?
I didn't eat breakfast. Just cold cereal. I think it was cold cereal also.
Thank you. You are all qualified. Sir, can you remember your name without looking at your badge? You're not wearing a badge.
Yes.
Do you remember why you came into the room today?
To be pleasantly entertained.
Good answer, good answer.
To watch my friends.
To enjoy such talent. And to enjoy my friends' plays.
Thank you. You are all qualified.
I don't know, those are some dubious answers. Jury members, you will see on your chair when you sit down, there was a paper there with an N on one side and a G on the other. You will be given instructions at the end of the trial as to what to do with those. Till then, you do not have to say a thing, just pay attention closely to the trial. Bailiff? You gotta give her a minute, she's still at the back of the room. Bailiff,
On my way, Judge.
please bring in the prisoner. Silence in the courtroom. Prosecutor, state your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will prove without a doubt that A. Wolf destroyed property, heinously murdered 2 of our citizens, and attempted to murder a 3rd. Thank you.
Defense, your summation, or state your case. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will prove beyond the shadow of a doubt that Mr. A. Wolf is innocent. He is the victim of prejudice and misunderstanding. Thank you.
Prosecutor, your first witness.
I call Miss Bunny to the stand.
Please state your full name.
My name is Honey, Playboy Bunny. They call me that because I'm so sweet.
No extra talking.
Sorry, Johnny. Raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Miss Bunny, would you please tell the court what you saw on February 2nd, 2024 at 3 p.m. in the afternoon?
Well, I was walking along Bluegrass Way, and I saw a pile of straw. Straw as big as a house. And then I saw, here, eat someone.
And what did you do then?
Well, I hopped away as fast as I could. Wolves eat bunnies too, you know.
I'd like to show the court Exhibit A. Now, Miss Bunny, is this the picture of the ruined house you saw?
Yes.
Thank you. You're a witness.
Now, Miss Honeybunny, you said that you were walking along Bluegrass Way on February 2nd, 2024 at 3 p.m. Is that correct?
Yes.
I have here Exhibit B. Is this you, Miss Honeybunny?
Oh, yes.
This is a newspaper clipping of Miss Honeybunny at the Playboy Bunny Mansion. Miss Honeybunny was awarded the honor of being the Playboy Bunny of February. Miss Bunny was the star of the celebration that lasted all day and into the night at the famous Playboy Bunny Mansion. This event took place on February 2nd, 2024, and the big award ceremony, according to the newspaper clipping, was at 3 p.m. So you could not, Miss Bunny, have been on Bluegrass Way at the same exact time and date. Is that correct?
Well, so I lied. What do you expect? He is a wolf and he eats bunnies too, and he should be executed. Or at least imprisoned for life. But what if he were to eat me next? You don't want him to eat a cute little bunny like me.
Witness, you're in contempt of court. Bailiff, get her out of here. Next witness, please.
I call Miss Sheep to the stand.
Please state your full name.
Bad black sheep.
Raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Miss Sheep, would you please tell the court what you observed on Bluegrass Way on February 2nd, 2024 at 3:30 in the afternoon?
Well, I was coming to see my friend, Little Pig. He was being a real stick in the mud, and I wanted to get him out of the house. You know, maybe a quick trip to Mesquite. Ka-ching. As I turned the corner, I saw a wolf tearing down Miss Piggy's house like he was going to break it down. As I watched in shocked disbelief, I saw Mr. Wolf strangle my friend and proceed to eat him. He ate everything, including that corkscrew tail. Oh, now that's one big bad wolf. Luckily, I was hidden and he didn't see me. Then I saw him run to Miss Piggy's house and try to break down her door. Well, while he was occupied, I snuck away and I contacted the police.
Thank you, Ms. Sheep. I'm going to draw the court's attention to Exhibit C. Is this a picture of the ruined house of your friend?
Well, yes.
Thank you. You're a witness.
Now, Miss Sheep, is it true that you are the black sheep of your family?
Well, yes.
And are you the black sheep of your family due to your excessive gambling, especially in sheep wool, WOOL?
Well, yes.
And is it true that you have a large gambling debt?
Yes.
So, could you please tell us about your wool debt?
Well, I had 3 bags full. I gave one to my master, and I was supposed to give one to Mr. Wolf, so he could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't think so. But instead, I gave it the 2 remaining bags to a young lad who lives down the lane, and he was supposed to double my profit. But instead, he lost it. Now that's one bad gambler.
So, would it be true then, if I understand correctly, that you incur most of your gambling debt, wool debt, with Mr. Wolf? Is that correct?
Yes.
And if Mr. Wolf were found guilty, you would have less worry about your gambling debt. Is that correct?
Yes.
It's also true that according to the traffic camera on the street around the corner from Bluegrass Way, that you were seen walking past it at 3:30 p.m. Now that's only a few minutes past the time you said you were there. Did you really actually have enough time to watch your friend be murdered, eaten, and house destroyed?
Well, no, but I did see him coming from Miss Piggy's house, and I did see him banging on Little Pig's door like he was going to break it down.
But you never did actually see a murder, did you? Is that correct?
Well, correct.
Thank you. No further questions. You're excused.
Next witness, please.
I call Miss Piggy to the stand.
Please state your full name.
Miss Melissa Piggy.
Raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, Miss Piggy, in your own words, would you tell us what happened in the afternoon of February 2nd, 2024?
Absolutely. Well, I was at home entertaining my boyfriend. We were snuggling up to the fire in my fireplace. And my boyfriend noticed we needed more wood for the fire. And he was just about to go out and get some when we heard a loud crash from next door. So we peeked out the window, and Little Pig's house was completely destroyed. We saw a stranger coming out of the rubble. He was licking his chops and picking at his teeth. He looked mean, and he was headed towards my house. He looked like the big, bad, mean wolf. Anyways, luckily, my sturdy brick with bars on the windows and a big, thick wooden door. I spared no expense when I built my house. I wanted to be pretty, like me, but also very safe. So, my boyfriend and I made sure the door was locked with the deadbolt and a bar across it. Suddenly, the big bad wolf was pounding and yelling and trying to break in. We were afraid he was trying to rob us or murder us. He was pounding so hard I was afraid the door would break, even though it's made of solid wood. So I called the police, and they came out right away and arrested him.
Thank you, Miss Piggy. You're a witness.
Sure. So, Miss Piggy, you said that he came to your door and just started pounding.
Yes.
He did not knock politely? He didn't say anything? I remind you, you are under oath.
Well, maybe not, and mumbled something about a granny. I could tell he was just trying to get in and rob us and murder us. And so I said, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in. He started pounding and yelling more.
So if I understand you correctly, you're saying that you politely asked him to leave. I think I've heard differently.
All right. He said something about borrowing a cup of sugar to make a cake for his make-believe granny. Come on, we know wolves don't eat cakes. Cake, whatever. They eat things like bunnies and lambs and pigs, and I am a pig. So I said, get out of here and don't come back. Then he started trying to blow my house down, as if he could. So I said, get out of here and your make-believe granny can sit on a pin. I thought it was a pretty clever thing to say myself. But guess what? It just made him even more mad, and there was more pounding and more yelling. I was very worried for me and my sweetie.
No further questions. Thank you very much. You're excused.
Next witness, please.
I call Mr. Frog to the stand.
It's not that easy being green. Happens when we stay on.
Please state your full name.
My full name is Kurt Frog. But I usually go by Cam or Biddies.
Please raise your right leg. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Now, Mr. Kermit Frog, do you have anything to add to Miss Piggy's testimony?
Not really. Everything happened just like she said. We were relaxing. We heard a loud crash. We saw a big, scary-looking wolf coming right towards Melissa's house. And wolves are carnivores. They eat meat. And I hear that many meat eaters like frog legs. They consider them a delicacy. And I'm a frog. Well, anyway, he knocked on the door and said something to try and make us open it. But Melissa was very brave, and she refused to open the door and told him in no uncertain words to go away. But he just kept knocking And then he started pounding on the door and yelling and screaming. And he was pounding so hard, we thought he was going to break the door down.
Thank you, Mr. Frog. Your witness.
No questions, Your Honor.
Witness, you're excused. Next witness, please.
I have no more witnesses.
Officer?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Officer Hogg to the stand.
Please state your name and office.
Well, sometimes I'm called a cop or a pig. But I'm a police officer. Officer, I'm a hog.
Officer, please raise your right hoof. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, Officer Hogg, what did you observe when you arrived on the scene?
Well, let me check my officer notes here. I saw the defendant pounding on her door, yelling, and making a weird sound like he was gonna blow the door down. He was so loud, he was disturbing the peace. Told him he was going to be under arrest and he had to cease and desist, or else I was going to have to tase him. He calmed right down after I said that. Didn't even resist when I put the cuffs on him.
And what else did you observe?
Well, it looked like a big storm had gone through because the houses on both sides of her were destroyed.
Thank you, Officer Hogg. Your witness.
Thank you. You're kind of small. You don't look very fat. You don't look very big. Are you sure you're a hog and not a pig?
My ancestry is wild hogs. We're known to be leaner and meaner than those regular hogs. So I may be little, but I'm ferocious. And that question is out of order.
I object to the line of questioning the defense is doing.
Sustained. Defense, keep your questions professional.
Sorry, Your Honor. Yes. So, Officer Hogg, do you recall what he was yelling?
Well, I couldn't hear everything that he was yelling, but I did hear the word granny in there.
And what about that weird sound? Could it have been a sneeze?
Maybe. But that would have been the weirdest sneeze, granny, that I've ever heard.
But it could have been a sneeze, is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you. No further questions. You're excused.
Prosecutor, do you have any other witnesses?
No, Your Honor.
Defense, call your first witness.
I call the defendant, Mr. Wolf.
Please state your full name.
My name is Alex Wolf.
Raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Now, Mr. A. Wolf, could you please tell this court in your own words what happened that afternoon of February 2nd, 2024?
Yes, I will. So, I just moved to Bluegrass Way, and I was making a cake for my dear old granny's birthday. It was a bit challenging because I had a nasty, sneezy cold, but things were turning out well, but then I ran out of sugar. I guess because of the move, I had forgotten to go to the store. Now, I had a neighbor that lived just down the street, and I thought maybe I could borrow a cup of sugar from them, and just to beat it. I got to the house, and it looked kind of, well, it looked really pretty bad. Made of straw, and not very well built. Now, I knocked on the door, and to my surprise, the door just fell in. Now, I called out, I said, hello, is anyone there? I'm sorry I broke your door. I just need a cup of sugar to make a cake for my dear old granny. I'd be happy to fix the door when I'm done. Is anyone there? Now, just then, my nose started twitching, and because of the cold, and the straw in the air, and I felt a really bad sneeze coming on, and I was trying to stop it, and I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed a great sneeze, and would you believe it? That house just came tumbling down. Now, and there in the middle of all of that straw was a pig. I guess he'd been home all the time. And I went over to see if he was breathing, and he was dead, which probably explains why he didn't answer the door. Now, my granny always said, there are starving wolves in China and Siberia, so always clean your plate and never let any food go to waste. Well, I get to thinking about the ham dinner just laying there. So, I ate it. Think of it as a big, giant, juicy bacon cheeseburger. Now, I still didn't have the cup of sugar that I needed. And I was feeling a little bit better with the cold.
So, did you go someplace else to get your sugar?
I object, leading the witness.
Objection overruled. Witness continue.
So, I went to the next house down the street. The name on that mailbox was Little Pig. That house was made of sticks and built a little bit better, but it still looked kind of flimsy, so I didn't dare knock. I noticed it had a doorbell. So I rang the doorbell. Nobody answered. I called out, Little Pig? Little Pig, are you there? And he called back. He said, go away, Wolf. You can't come in. I'm shaving the hair on my chin. Now, I wanted to say that I didn't come for a visit. I just needed a cup of sugar. And then I felt another sneeze coming on. And I really did try to stop it. And I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed another great sneeze. And would you believe it? That house fell down too. Now, these houses were really poorly built. And after the dust cleared, there was a pig, laying there in the sticks, dead as a doornail. Wolf saw her. Now, I looked at him and I thought, there's no reason to just have him laying there. And so I thought, well, there's no reason to waste it, so I ate him too. Think of it as, you know, a second helping. So, my cold was feeling a little bit better, and excuse me, my cold's feeling better, but I still didn't have the cup of sugar for my granny's cake. So I went to the last house on the street, and that house had the mailbox of Miss Melissa Piggy. Now, I knocked politely on the door, and I said, Miss Piggy, are you in? And do you know what that rude porker said? She said, go away, Wolf! I don't want to see you anymore. Go away! Now, that's just rude. I said, I'm sorry. I just need a cup of sugar to make a cake for my dear sweet granny. And she said, go away, Wolf! Now, that was really rude. But I thought, okay, I'll just go home and I'll make a nice birthday card instead of a cake. And all of a sudden, I felt another sneeze coming. And I snuffed, and I sneezed, another great sneeze, and that rude porker, she said, and your old granny can sit on a pin.
That's right.
Now, I am really normally a nice, calm, easy-tempered fellow. But when somebody talks about my granny like that, I just go kind of crazy. And when the cops got there, I was trying to break down the door, and I was huffing and puffing and sneezing, and I was making quite a scene. Now, I admit I was disturbing the peace, and I'm really embarrassed about that. But I didn't get charged with disturbing the peace. I got charged with a double murder of 2 pigs. Now, I didn't kill those pigs. Their flimsy houses killed them, so I am innocent.
Thank you, Mr. Wolf. I have no further questions. Your witness.
Mr. Wolf, would you please show the jury the side of your head? And you said you sneezed?
Yes, I did.
Well, you can see by the shape of his face and his nose that a sneeze is impossible. And we all know wolves eat meat, not cake. And I'm through with my questioning.
Witness, you're dismissed. Defense, your next witness.
I call Edna Wolf.
Please state your full name.
My name is Edna Wolf, but you can call me Tiffany. I'm Alex's favorite granny.
Please raise your right paw. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Now, Granny, have you ever seen your grandson, Alex, sneeze?
Oh, yes.
And is it as powerful as he says it is?
Oh, yes. It's pretty awful when my little Alex is coming down with a cold. And when he sneezes, when he eats alphabet soup, it spells disaster. I heard that joke on a YouTube.
Now, Granny, could you tell the court what you are now eating these days?
Well, I have false teeth, so I won't be saying, where's the beef? No, it's really hard for me to chew, so I can't eat meat. I've actually developed a sweet tooth. It seems kind of silly to say sweet tooth when I don't have any teeth. But lately I've really started liking sweet things, especially cake. So, Granny, has your grandson Alex ever baked you a cake? Yes. I see. Granny, I hate to ask you this, but could you please show the court your false teeth? You want me to do what? It's a good thing I'm not wearing a padded bra. Yes, thank you. No further questions. Your witness.
No questions.
Any other witnesses?
No, Your
No,
Honor.
Your Honor.
All right, please give your summations. Prosecutor, you go first.
Thank you, Your Honor. You've heard the testimony of 5 witnesses and 4 valid witnesses as to what occurred that day. You've heard the defendant admit that he destroyed 2 pigs' homes and subsequently murdered them and devoured them. He also admitted to trying to get in Miss Piggy's house. It gives me the shivers to think of what would happen to our dear Miss Piggy if he had accomplished what he's trying to do. Do you think the wolf was thinking of a cup of sugar when he was bashing on the door? No, I say no. He was thinking of maybe another dinner. Perhaps a triple bacon cheeseburger. Or a ham dinner. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you can only come to one conclusion. Verdict is guilty for all those heinous crimes. I want to thank you. I'm finished with my summation.
Defense, your summation, please.
We have heard the witnesses, the testimony of the witnesses from the prosecution. They're mostly hearsay and biased. Those homes made of straw and sticks, they could have fallen down any time. They were so poorly built. It's only circumstantial that they fell down when my client sneezed. And wolves do sneeze. Wow. That's one powerful sneeze. And if my client had murdered those pigs, why would he have admitted to eating them? He could have simply said they weren't home. They weren't there when their houses fell down. Mr. Wolf is innocent. He is the victim of prejudice against wolves because wolves eat meat. Now, I ask you, how many of you eat meat? How many of you have enjoyed a ham dinner? Yes, my client should have been charged with disturbing the peace, but he wasn't. He was charged with murder, even though all the evidence is circumstantial. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I ask you to please carefully consider the evidence that was presented to you today here at court. And I trust that you will come to the only valid conclusion, and you will find the defendant, Mr. Wolf, not guilty of murder. Thank you very much.
All right, jury members, we've reached the end of the trial. You're instructed to hold up the side of the paper with a G on it, facing towards me, and N if you feel the defendant is not guilty, G if you feel he's guilty, so I can count the votes. Hold him up now. All right, thank you for serving on the jury. Witnesses that have testified this day, please come up onto the courtroom while we read the verdict. The verdict was 4 for guilty and 8 for not guilty. Therefore, we have a hung jury. And I declare a mistrial. We will reschedule a new trial on a future date. Bailiff, please take the defendant into custody. Thank you. That concludes the courtroom action. Everybody, please give a bow.
Well, that was a shocking turn of events. Let's take a 10-minute recess. Intermission. And then we'll peek in on the folks at XYZ Senior Living Center.
But Jennifer gets to come out. Are you okay with it? Yep, I'm good.
Real here. Well, there you
That's the end of our checker game. Do you want to play another one?
No, I can only play checkers for so long. How about watching some TV? The sound on the TV isn't loud enough, and I can barely see the screen. I wish XYZ would get us a bigger TV.
That we take out the glasses to see. Hard time with hearing, always having to pee. Aches in our back, hips and joints all around. These are the things that are getting us down. When my back's out, when I can't see, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my
my joints disintegrating while I'm sitting here.
How is this our golden years?
I am so bored.
Oh,
There's nothing to do.
yeah, this is supposed to be a living community. I think it's a dying community.
It's hard enough getting older with all the aches and pains, but when there isn't anything to do, it makes it even that much more difficult. It's like a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. We've got aches and pains and such. When we move, it hurts so much. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Sit around and watch TV, thinking how life used to be. It's a hard knock life. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. When we're in this old folks' home, that's the ending to our poem. It's a hard knock life.
Geez, I'm so bored. I wish Fanny was still here. She really brightened up the place.
Oh, Fanny, well, hello, Fanny, it's so nice to have you back where you came from. You're looking swell, Fanny, we can tell. Fanny, you're just glowing, you're not slowing. What's your secret thing? I wanted to change my way of living, 'cause this wasn't enough. I even changed the way I strut my stuff. I fear no boredom in this great new place. Here's what I have to say today. Listen, here's what I have to say. I've moved to this great place called SunRiver. It's a 55-plus community in St. George, Utah. And I can't stop smiling. They have at least 80 clubs and groups, so there's always something to do. Oh,
that's wonderful for you, Fanny. But I'm so depressed and bored. It's an effort to just get up in the morning and get dressed, let alone smile.
I think I have an idea. I think I know how to help you. I'll make arrangements for all of you to go visit SunRiver tomorrow. And you can look around and check things out and see if you can find something to improve XYZ community. And if you really like the place and want to move there, the homes are about the same price as you currently live in. And I can give you the name and number of my realtor.
Wow, that's very nice of you, although I have nothing to wear.
Oh, don't worry about wearing things. Just, yeah, you better wear something. Oh, wear something comfortable. Just don't forget your smile, because you know you're never fully dressed without a smile. Hey, Dapper Dan, hey, little Jen, forget about style, because you're never fully dressed without a smile. Hey, little Ann, hey, Dapper Dan, you're on enough file, because you're never fully dressed without a smile. Who cares what they're wearing on Main Street or River Road? It's what you wear from ear to ear, and not from head to toe that matters. So Dan and Jen, so Ann and Stan, so long for a while. You know you'll never fully dressed. You're never fully dressed. You're never fully dressed without a smile. Smile! I'm including all of you, my friends, in the visit tomorrow. I'll come round and pick you up by 9 a.m. tomorrow. Tomorrow, to SunRiver we will go tomorrow. Come what may. Tomorrow, SunRiver, tomorrow, it's only
drop my golf cart. Is that your golf cart? Yes. Can you drive it all over the community?
Yes, it's very convenient to drive it to our friends' homes and to activities at the SunRiver Community Center.
That is cool. Our friend Fanny says that you have all kinds of activities here at your community center. We've been so bored at XYZ boring community center. Just what kind of activities do you have here in SunRiver?
Oh boy, do we have activities. We have we have games, cards, hobbies, crafts, quilting. We even have an indoor pool for exercise classes and dancing. No outdoor pool though. We do have a hot tub though, indoors. It can get a bit crowded in the pool at times though. We used to have an outdoor swimming pool and an outdoor hot tub, but our outdoor pool was demolished. We're supposed to be getting a new one someday, and we're also getting a grocery store. And we're not sure which one's going to be finished first. But you know, the pool will be done someday. But right now, all we have is an unfinished swimming hole. Maybe we'll get to swim in it someday when it's filled and done and we can have fun outside. So long! Have a good visit.
Hey, there's some SunRiver residents, some more down there. Why don't you go find out what their favorite activities are?
Scared me.
Sir, what's your favorite activity?
My favorite activity is bingo. There was a club that had a game, and bingo was its name. B-I-N-G-O, B-I-N-G-O, sing along. B-I-N-G-O, and bingo was its name.
Thank you. What kind of activity do you like to do here?
Pickleball.
Pickleball?
Well, it's not the green thing that's made from a cucumber and crunchy. It's a game.
He was a...
Where's the mic?
Hello.
It works.
He's a pickleball wizard. There's got to be a trick. A pickleball wizard's got such a supple wrist.
How do you think he does it?
I don't know.
What makes him so good?
Beats me.
Oh, there's one other thing too.
What?
Bocce ball.
Oh,
Bocce, bocce, bocce ball. I like to play the bocce ball. Bocce, bocce, bocce ball. I like to play the bocce ball.
What is your favorite activity here?
I like to play my flute in the sunshine.
My favorite activity is golf. We have a lot of golfers here in SunRiver, and our favorite event is
Nine, wine, and dine. And I love riding around in my golf cart. Me too. Rolling, rolling,
Sun River. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in Sun River. Rolling, rolling, rolling in Sun River. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in Sun River. Rolling, rolling, rolling in Sun River. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But then I retired, no, I wasn't fired. Came to Sun River to play all day. Golf carts keep on rolling, Sun River people are glowing. Rolling, rolling, rolling in Sun River. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in Sun River. When you go down to Sun River, sure you're gonna find some people who live playing sports and bingo. They all like to mingle, and people in Sun River are happy to give. Golf carts keep on rolling, Sun River people are glowing. Rolling, rolling, rolling in Sun River. Rolling, rolling, golf carts in Sun River.
So now you've heard some of the favorite things of the residents, and now I'm going to share some of my favorite things.
Pickleball and longbow and bocce ball too. Horseshoes and cornhole to name just a few. Quilting RV groups and hiking to springs. These are a few of my favorite things. Exercise classes in center and pool. Dancing and singing and concerts that rule. Bingo with all of the prizes it brings. These are a few of my favorite things. When my back's out, when I can't see, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember those favorite things, and then I start feeling glad.
We're going to see if XYZ will start doing some of these activities. Or better yet, maybe all of us can even move here to Sun River. So, when our backs out, when we can't see, when we're feeling sad, we simply remember those favorite things, and then we start feeling
so wonderful through many, many.
And I heard that Chris really loves flowers. So her husband told me make sure I get her fake flowers so she can always enjoy them. And we appreciate all